Alright, guys, it's time. We gotta go find a nice magic man.
Yes, I am human.
All right, human.
I'll turn into a human as well.
I'm human.
I am a human that enjoys doing human things. Like, eating, sleeping, and pooping. Like a human.
Humans do not say... Okay, do you walk around as a dog saying, I am a dog?
Can I roll for being poor?
Oh my god, that poor that sweet Uther.
Hey, who's this Uther?
Oh my god, you're looking for Uther?
Yeah.
Oh, he's over at the church.
Oh, thank you so much.
We were sent here by a very knowledgeable man who is getting very old and is looking for young people to share his knowledge with. Not a pedophile.
It seems that I have run out of my herbs that I'm using to help treat this fever. If you would, I would really greatly appreciate it if you would go and fetch some more for me.
From behind him, you see an owlbear burst through some of the bushes. Hi guys, welcome back to Odd Doggies Part 2, Episode 3. Let's get started. Congratulations, guys. You defeated an owlbear.
Oh.
Or really knocked out an
Yay.
owlbear.
It was all because of me.
We
Yes.
defeated it and saved it.
You're the only person who did literally no damage to it.
I know.
Because I can't hurt any of God's creatures.
Also because you were on the ground writhing in pain.
I think it's
It's
mostly
not
the second
relevant.
part, but...
Yeah. Wilson, your voice has changed.
What? No. Puberty.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
Does crazy things to a man's voice.
That explains it.
Definitely explains it. Okay. All right, guys. I'm ready to get back in the GM seat. I took my bathroom break in the bathroom, which is outside of this room.
Good job.
So, like, literally anywhere in this floor?
Apparently.
Because this is clerk. So did you just, like, poop out in the hall?
I didn't poop. I
Probably.
flowered.
Is that like a fancy way of saying you pooped, or is
Women
that
don't
just...
poop. No, I'm kidding. No,
My mother
What
said
is this
women don't
from?
poop. They flower.
Your mother
She
said
was
this?
taught that
Yeah.
in nursing school. Women don't poop.
they
They
flower.
flower.
I don't understand.
Clearly, you're not a woman
Unlike the rest of us.
who clearly have an in-depth understanding of this.
What?
All right. Okay. I'm ready, guys. Let's get this started. As you all make your way back into the town, things seem a little off. The marketplace, which was bustling the other day, is mostly empty. And you see that a few people are walking around the streets. You see the guards still at their stations, but the majority of the villagers are nowhere to be seen. Carrying your quest in jaw, and technically in hand, you make your way back to the church. And there, you see a large crowd has gathered outside of it.
Hey, so what are we doing? Saying out loud, though.
Go see what's going on. There's a
Well, yeah,
crowd.
I'm talking to the crowd, figuring out what's going on.
The concerned chatter that crosses your ears as you're coming up among the blathering of other various villagers, you pick up that someone has died.
Oh, no.
Is it Iris?
Heidi sounds so excited about that. She was one of our candidates.
Jesus.
Oh, she's a witch.
What's wrong
We
with you?
don't know that.
I have no idea where you're getting that.
She's suspicious.
I'm
Listen, Snow.
suspicious.
You're suspicious. You know you guys are the most suspicious ones in town right
I don't
now.
think we're suspicious at all.
I think we've been very cordial
Yeah, I think
and
we're
kind.
fine. Yeah.
Very kind.
All right.
That's suspicious.
All right. Let's just push our way through the crowds
Okay.
and go up to the church.
All right. So you push your way up through the crowds. Roll concentration checks, each of you, as you're doing this. You're being bumped into by a bunch of people who are trying to kind of get their, see up front to figure out who it is that's died. But
21.
nobody really knows.
Copper's got a 21.
15.
11.
I rolled a 19.
You all, except for Frodo, are able to maintain your human appearance. And basically what happens is that as she gets bumped into, she kind of blinks and just like loses focus for a second, and the form of the human kind of disappears, and she's back. And I need to roll to see if anybody notices. It's a very large crowd. And no, you're good. But you realize very quickly that your human form has disappeared. You're walking down really low. You have been, but you don't see that shadow of yourself over top of you walking like you have. So the rest of you continue. You all approach the front. Do you continue to approach?
Wait, what do you mean I don't see?
The shadow of your illusion over yourself. You don't see it.
There's no shadow?
That's the term I'm using.
Did it
It's
work,
like
or-
it's an illusion. You don't
so
see
my
the illusion of yourself.
isn't there.
Yes, you lost concentration. You didn't maintain it, so it's gone right now.
Can I put it back?
In the middle of the crowd, she decides to turn back on her form, and suddenly in front of this a woman who is just standing there, a woman just appears out of nowhere.
I'm a wizard.
You just turn, raise your eyebrows, and do a little bit of a sneer and go, "I'm a wizard." And the woman's eyes just grow really wide, and she says, "Oh," and she goes up to you and she grabs onto your cape. She says, "If you're a wizard, can you save them? Can you save them?"
I'm not.
And she's grabbing onto
wizard.
your cloak. Concentration check again. What was it?
8.
So the woman.
I'm a druid wizard.
So the woman is now holding a Throdo Barkins in her hands and just stops shaking your body. And she's like, "You really are a wizard. Oh, please, almighty wizard, can you save them?"
How
And
many
all the
times
crowd
do I have
turns-
to tell you? Oh,
The whole crowd turns to you.
Nice.
I am the all-powerful druid wizard.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
I will heal your people.
Roll a deception.
Why would you do any of this?
Natural 20.
Oh my god. So they just start passing you to the front until you're handed off to Argist. And they say, take the wizard to the sick ones in the back. Take the wizard to them. Heal them, oh wizard.
All right.
And Father Gavin just looks at you. What is that?
I believe that's called a dog, sir.
Yeah, I'm really confused as to what they're talking about.
We will not allow any such sorcery into our building.
I'm a paladin.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
the
God.
legendary wizard druid paladin. I've never heard so many professions in my life.
The crowd starts to get very irritated with the father and starts to push past him picks you up and starts pushing into the building, carrying you at the front. Everybody else needs to roll their concentration checks again as you're getting pushed by all these people.
You know, I honestly don't think this could have gone better.
15.
I rolled a 12.
19?
Spark, you, amidst all of the chaos, you end up losing your human illusion again, as well as Throdo,
Uh-oh.
alongside Throdo. But the crowd doesn't really notice you. They're too busy pushing past you. You're getting a little bit stepped on. You actually probably need to make a dex check to make sure you don't get stepped on.
All right, I've got this. I've got a plan.
You guys, Argist and Copper, are able to maintain your human
Okay.
appearance, but you're being pushed into the building.
I crit succeeded.
Ooh, a crit succeeded. Well, you avoid being stepped on, so you dodge to the side, and the door to the church basically shuts behind all the people, and you are locked outside as everyone crowds into the building, and Father Gavin is standing out to the side of the door alongside with you. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
So inside the building, the crowd is pushing past. They actually push past several of the pews, and they get knocked over, and they're like storming to the back with Throdo in hand. Oh, mighty wizard, maybe going back into a human form would probably give you better reach.
No, I can smell the sickness with this form. It'll give me a better idea of how to cure it.
Shoot.
How many people are in this village?
It's not everybody, but probably about 100 people have pushed into the church.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I need everybody out if I'm going to work.
Iris walks over. What is going on? Why?
Iris, dear, I need your help. We need to go cure the sick people. Tell them they can't come with us.
What is that?
I'm a wizard. Druid.
Roll your
That there,
deception.
Iris, is a talking dog.
Again? I mean, I'm clearly
You say a talking dog?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll deception at disadvantage.
11.
Is that total?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do not want me to succeed.
Well, the crowd crit
In their belief.
on their insight. The person holding you turns you around and looks at you. Turn into a human.
I turn into a human.
Okay. So you turn into a human and you just hear the words sorcery.
Oh, no.
Oh, it must be a wizard.
Now release me. I must scent the sickness.
All right. So some of the crowd says, she's a witch. Burn her.
I'm a sorcerer, paladin.
Even worse.
Weren't you just cheering for her like 2
Yeah,
seconds
like,
ago?
what the heck?
What's the difference
What's the-
between a witch and a wizard?
One of them
One's
is
evil,
a-
one's
female.
good.
One's a guy.
Why do they just...
I am trying to help you. Do you want help? Otherwise, I will unleash my my holy power upon you.
Okay, so
In
the
a
word
great-
unholy comes out of her mouth, and that's the first thing they catch. Worst thing you can say.
That will be what is unleashed upon you if the sickness is not contained.
He's just digging this hole deeper.
I can protect you.
Whoop, Throdo's dead.
All right, everybody. You know, we only had to get the apprentice. It didn't say we had to return alive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So some of the people come up and they try to grab you. One of the bigger men in the village comes up and they grab you under the arms, which really is your doggo form. Roll
please
your
don't help
concentration
me.
check.
Oh, 17.
You maintain the illusion of your doggo form, but you can feel a rising sense of panic in yourself as these people are encroaching upon you. But Iris steps up and she says, please, everyone, this is a sanctuary. This is a safe place. You cannot be back here. There are sick people. Please take this outside.
Iris, could I please help the sick people?
She says, you are bringing too much trouble in here right now. I have sick people.
I call upon the goddess of this temple. Help.
We don't worship a goddess.
What the hell's the lady with the cross then?
A martyr, most likely.
But anyway, the crowd starts to take you outside and you get dragged out of the building. Father Gavin is standing out there as they come back out and he's just standing there. All right. Well, this
Fine.
is a bunch of...
Burn me.
I don't think we do that in this town.
Oh, thank God. What are they going to do with me?
Oh, I stay back in the infirmary, give the flowers to Iris.
All right, I'm going to tell you. If you had just stayed in dog form and didn't turn in front of a bunch of people that you're in the middle of into a human,
Or,
it would have been fine.
or,
But what?
or, how about when we do magically appear in front of someone, not tell them we're a wizard?
They were fine with me being a wizard.
Wizard has a positive connotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard, Harry. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I'm just your
Awakened
average,
animals do not.
I'm just your average
I'm
wizard
not an
druid
awakened
paladin.
animal. I'm a wizard. They
A
were going
talking
to burn
dog.
me for being a witch.
Yes.
Are you saying awakened animals are witches?
Well,
It's witchcraft most foul.
it's a witchcraft most foul. Anyway, besides the point, Father Gavin calms the crowd and basically he sees that you're the one that they're dragging around and he says, hold on, everyone. Leave the lass alone. She's staying here at the church. Please calm yourselves.
Even if I was unholy, I wouldn't be able to enter the church.
Oh, that's not true.
Shut up.
Well, I'm back in the infirmary.
He is.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not even there. So the crowd stops and they turn you over to Father Gavin and he looks at you and says, lass, if you're going to be practicing anything, don't do it in the public eye.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be a good person.
Come on. We've got a body to bury.
What? Who died?
The young lad.
The little red-haired guy?
Aye.
Oh,
So he leads you back in the building, and Spark, you go back in. I'm sorry, you were stuck out there with him, but he just kind of was petting you because you were still in dog form. So I don't know what you're doing. Are you? He's going back inside with Throdo. You're sitting outside. The crowd has turned and they're leaving and dispersing from the area. What do you do? Because the door is starting to close.
I run back inside.
Okay, in dog form.
Yes.
Okay, so you walk in, your paws click-clack against the marble floor, and then against the wooden floor as you pass through the entrance. Do you stay in dog form? Where do you go? Blah, 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 etc.
Yeah, I try to find the others, but I stay in dog form since there are people around now.
Well, there's nobody else really in the church. They've mostly dispersed. The church is empty.
I roll perception to see if anybody sees me.
Okay.
'Cause if not, I'm gonna change back into a human.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 10.
You do not see anybody in the room that you are currently
Okay.
in.
I change back into human.
So as you're walking past the statue, you dodge behind or right next to it, and you turn back on your illusion. and you continue onward to the back room where everybody else is, and that is where Father Gavin is going. He turns and he sees you and he says, "Oh, there you are. Come on, Spark."
Yeah, I got separated.
Oh, with a crowd like that. Makes sense. So he leads you to the back and he says, "I'm going to need your help. we need to bury this body, and quickly." So he leads Frodo and Spark to the back room, and he starts passing through that infirmary area where Argist and Copper are, and Iris is there as well, cleaning up the bed where the child was.
Were we too late with the flowers?
Perhaps. I'm not sure if it would have done any good for him. He was very far along.
Well, I mean, hopefully, if you went and studied with our benefactor, he would be able to bestow
Do you
upon
have the flowers?
Oh, yeah. I hand them over. I set them on the bed.
So she takes them, and she sees that a few of them have been torn.
Some of my compatriots are not the most skillful at picking herbs.
Oh, dear. That's all right.
To be fair, my second attempt was much better.
Much better. Okay. She says,
I'll be just a moment. I'm going to go prepare these herbs.
and she takes them all, smiles at you, and then she walks out of the room to the storage area. And it takes her a few moments, but then she comes back, and you can see that she's carrying several small vials of blue-tinged liquid. She goes over to each of the beds, and she gives a little bit of the liquid to each person.
Have you seen Uther?
We ran into him on our way while we were out.
Oh, interesting. I was wondering where he went off to this morning. Well, if you do see him again, tell him... Well, I guess we do have the extra hands, but if you do see him, try not to tell him about the boy.
He seems like he's already very unhappy.
Why is that?
He's just a really angry person.
He may come across that way, not always very angry.
He punched Argus in the face.
Yeah, I was just asking a simple question.
I mean, he comes off like a lunatic.
Punched me.
Like a angry person.
I'm sorry that happened. It's very unfortunate.
Thanks.
Well, I guess we should leave you to tend to their medical needs then.
Yes, I would appreciate it.
Father Gavin looks at Argist and looks at Spark, and he asks you to come and help him bury the body.
I see, I'm excluded.
Copper,
You want
Yeah.
to bury a
you
body?
want to come help?
Yeah, I like digging.
All right. Is it okay if Copper comes?
He can come along. I just didn't think we'd need all the manpower, but that's fine.
We like to stick together.
Not much else to do, you know?
He hands each of you a shovel.
I throw it on the ground and start digging.
Yeah, I'm just going to start digging.
So you start digging inside, or do you go outside?
Oh, no.
Oh,
we'll
wait.
go outside
The
with
shovels are inside. Who keeps shovels in the church?
Right?
Well,
them.
he's-
Wild.
As you guys are walking out, like, he hands you... there's a small, like, patio as you walk out.
Oh, okay.
So as you step out into the snow, you go over... He leads you over to a small area, and he takes one of the shovels and he starts to dig a hole. You can see that on the side that there is a body that is covered by a sheet. But you guys start digging without shovels,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and Father Gavin just stops. Lads, the shovel would probably be a lot faster.
See, that's what you would think.
We have been training with this for years. We're very experienced
We were raised in the forest, trained to dig holes.
with our bare hands.
All right, then.
Let's see who digs their hole the fastest.
Roll a d20.
Are we at
With your
advantage 'cause we're
strength.
dogs?
Yeah, you're going to use your strength, I guess, for
Yeah.
dirt shoveling with your paws.
11.
16.
Ah.
Was that plus your strength?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Ooh, fortunate.
And Spark, roll a strength check.
I rolled a...
The ground is very solid. It hurts.
That's fine.
We're dogs.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. It takes you an hour to dig out this hole.
Wow.
Argist has the hardest time until Father Gavin pierces through the ground and like pulls up like the dirt, and you're able to reach more of the softer stuff. But it takes about an hour to dig a hole that is large enough for the child. And you guys place him down to rest.
Well, that was pretty fast.
Took a lot shorter than usual.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's 4 of us, so yeah.
I suppose, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh.
Normally I don't bury things this big, though, so, you know.
Yeah.
He says a prayer, and then he begins to walk inside. And he turns to you and says, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a bit peckish.
We haven't eaten anything today.
I like eating.
I like food.
So he asks you basically to join him for eating a meal.
No, we're joining him for eats.
Would you like to join me for eating?
Why, by Jove, I would love to.
All right, so you guys go. He invites Frodo as well.
Yay! He doesn't
It's a witch.
hate me.
Burn her.
Oh, geez. Maybe you should have been a bard.
I could sing them to happiness.
You know, Copper? Yeah. I thought Frodo was pretty smart until now.
Mm.
Sing them into submission.
Yeah, I never thought that.
I don't know. He just does pretty well on intelligence things.
Whoa, what's
No, I
intelligence?
I do pretty good on deception thing. Never mind. I do really well on intelligence thing.
I don't know if she's all that intelligent. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Pretty deceitful, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty normal.
Aye.
Yeah,
Kind words in the house of the
They're
Holdens.
being very kind. Trust me.
this is kind.
You want to hear them insult someone?
Not really.
Kind words at the house of the holy gosh.
Yeah, we don't insult in here.
So,
We in pepper.
Indeed.
how did you all come about to be in disguise the way you are? You guys are sitting down in the back room.
Disguise? What
eating
disguise? We're not
lunch.
disguised.
Does Copper give the speech?
Oh yeah, give the speech.
Oh, God.
An anonymous benefactor looking for people, etc., etc.
So, you're awakened animals wandering around in a village.
Where did you get that idea? Who told you this?
Maybe the talking dog gave it away.
They're full of it. I'm a druid.
No, actually, I'm a druid.
A druid.
Then we're not talking dog. We're druids. We're all druids.
Well, I'm sorry, lass, but the paw prints in the snow and the digging and the laying by the fire, laying on top of each other. Let's see, how much else can we go with?
Oh,
You've never
the
seen my
fresh
paw prints in
snow.
the snow. My tail wags the most.
Your tail.
I'm a cat shift.
So,
I might have paws, but that doesn't mean I'm a dog.
Yeah.
I have an ability that allows me to graft other body parts onto my body.
I never said you were a dog. I said you were an awakened animal.
Well, obviously you're insinuating that I'm a dog.
What are you insinuating we are, other than awakened? Which we're not.
What's your insinuation?
But if we were, why would you care?
Guys, I think he just knows that we're all awakened doggos, so I'm just gonna go out and say it. Hey, yeah, we are. There's a guy.
Copper.
Well, what?
Shut
He
up,
gives the
Copper.
speech.
I
He gives
mean,
the speech
I give the speech
as a dog.
as a dog. I'm a beagle.
I would recommend that you keep yourselves a little bit more discreet.
Oh, we
The
normally
villagers
are.
here are not very understanding.
We're trying.
Whatever
It's
gave you
very
that
hard.
idea?
Yeah, I mean, they almost burned her today.
Apparently they don't do that.
Not since the church arrived.
Thank you.
Anyways,
I really wasn't looking forward to that.
You're not the only one who's experienced that kind of... Well,
Are you a witch? Wizard?
not myself,
burn
no.
him.
Animal?
No. But somebody like Uther,
He's a...
Half orc.
I mean, if you know anything about orcs, the people don't like orcs either. So, of course, they're going to assume that nothing he does will come of any good.
Oh, well then, we can totally take him with us. We kind of have to now.
Oh, I don't think we have to.
You don't have to do anything.
No, we kind of have to now. He clearly has to prove himself in the eyes of his people who don't appreciate him.
I feel like that's kind of up to him to decide.
Well, we're not exactly his people. Like
Well,
I
you're
said, he came here
half
4 years ago.
People.
Well, yes, half his people, but he came 4
What?
years ago.
What happened? Why did he come here 4 years ago?
Same thing with Iris.
She's half
Orc.
something?
No, she's
I'm
not half.
really confused.
What? Is Iris' sister?
No.
Yeah, that would make things kind of awkward.
If they were siblings, I'd be mightily concerned seeing that she has no half orc in her.
Right, but she's half orc, which means there
Well-
could be a human half that's still kind of...
Iris was found in the mines of Karn and Uther was found in the forest. So,
So yeah, why are there so many people that are just wandering around aimlessly as
Why are
children?
there so many... Yeah, who's killing off all their parents, I wonder? Who is
Just
doing
abandoning
things...
all their
Why-
children.
Yeah,
I can't say. I don't know who'd do that kind of thing, but they do. That's how they end up here.
they all end up...
Well, apparently 2 of them.
Why are you looking at me like that?
How did she get all the way from the mines in...
Someone found her and brought her here.
The mines outside of Karn?
Yeah.
You know this
Pretty
is a
far,
mining
isn't
town.
it? But it's in Karn, isn't it? You said they were outside of Karn just now.
Aye. There are nearby mines people go to in the spring and the summer. The mines are closed now. Like I said, maybe be a bit more discreet about what you're doing in the village. Maybe not speaking too much about that, the speech.
No, but we kind of need to find people who would be like willing candidates.
Do you know anybody?
Well, if you're looking for the people who have ability to use magic and sort of kind of heart and all the other stuff you're looking for, you mean you're looking to the right place.
Yeah, I think we just wait 2
I
weeks.
feel like we just like time
wait
skip
for
it.
2 weeks.
I just wanted to speak with you all about that and clear the air so that we all know that I know what you are. be a bit more discreet in the future.
Does that mean we can't sleep by the fire?
Sometimes I kind of wish I was a giant Russian man.
Can we stay with you?
Well, I mean, I've got a home.
I don't.
That's unfortunate.
Well, if you have nowhere to go, our church is always open.
Yeah, but I need a owner. I'm a lone dog.
Who says you need one owner?
I could have more than one?
Well, if you live here at the church, you're not even mine. You're the holies.
Would you like
But
to be
who's gonna pet me?
Would you like to be full of holes?
No,
Yeah.
I'm already full of hope.
Well, the church becomes your family.
They'll pet me?
Aye.
Deal.
All right, then. So I guess she's not going back with y'all.
I mean,
I mean, that's up to her, I guess.
Unless Sandy wants to keep me and pet me.
might want to finish the mission first.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she's necessarily needed to return. Well, I mean, he just said that we need to get our apprentice. If you find a home here and you're happy, I'm sure he'd understand.
What do we do after we get the apprentice?
Well, we weren't told.
I will come back to you, priesty priest, and I will return. But
But
for
what
now,
if
I have
Sandy
to finish the
takes you
mission.
to an alternate reality where you're never able to return to him again and you never find true love or a master?
Well, anyway, I have to prepare.
That's likely.
That's very likely
That
knowing
is very-
Sandy. He wiped my memories for 4 years, man. I didn't know anything that happened.
What a jerk.
You're probably better off staying here.
Well, I have to go prepare my
For
sermon.
Evening mass.
Evening mass, but also I have to prepare
Yeah.
for the Luxuria ceremonies.
The what?
The whom's?
Luxuria
The
ceremonies.
what?
What is that?
Luxuria,
Yeah, we heard you, but what is that?
where we travel to the Morning Stones every year and we celebrate life and the passing of those
How
who...
long does that normally
That's
take
so
to
cool.
do?
Well, it takes a few days
Oh,
to get
that's
there.
fine.
Can we help? Can we come?
Oh, you can come along.
Awesome.
But, like I said, I need to go through my preparations. It takes a
Great.
little while.
Yeah,
Can we help?
Go, do those. We'll be waiting.
Oh my god, I bet there'll be music and food and celebration and joy
Does
Well,
he leave?
does he
and
leave?
games.
Does he leave?
Has he left?
Does he
He
leave?
gets up to leave, yes.
I
and-
turned to my compatriots. Guys. I was told by Jack Black, the black cat that we don't talk about because Jack Black's bad luck. The Morning Stones, if you ever need to get cool, fun, free stuff, you could totally grave rob.
Wait, really?
Yes, tons of free
I
stuff.
am very against that.
I'm against that too. But
No, I'm just saying there are
against that.
free things lying around everywhere that people just leave there that you could take.
Oh, so it's not stealing. It's just, oh, look at this gorgeous, very ornately perfect looking sword that's worth
Just
like
laying
$1 billion.
on the ground. Yeah, it's just sitting
Yeah, I'm
there.
confused. Why is it there?
People leave them
For what?
There.
because they don't want them anymore.
That's like charity.
Oh, so they're sharing.
Exactly.
I'm sure somebody needs it more than me.
Well, then one of us could take it.
I'll take it. Give me anything. Everything.
You guys really got to think about other people.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the people are
mean-
dead, they can't really use it. They're just gonna be like,
I'm thinking
Well,
about,
no,
you
I mean
know,
like other people that might.
lightening the load.
All right, I'm getting like a sixth sense here that we need to like.
We
Go
need to
to
do
bed.
something.
I think sleep. I think
yeah,
sleep's
so-
good.
Let's just, yeah.
We just ate, so I think sleep time is appropriate.
I'm sleeping.
All right. So you guys get to do a few things through the day. We're just going to brush through this. Iris has you guys help out in the back room for a little bit. You do see Uther, but he seems to be avoiding you guys now, just keeping his distance and keeping an eye on Spark. And you can tell, like, when you guys go to bed in the evening, that things seem a little bit more tense between you all and him. So the next morning comes and you hear more raucous noise outside. What is this?
Festival?
More
People
like
banging down the church door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
it sounds more like shouts of concern, and you can all roll your perceptions.
22.
11.
I rolled a 13.
11.
Wow.
Copper, you hear Iris's name being thrown around, and it seems like there's a lot of concern about her. And as you get closer and you start to try and move out of the building, the door is closed. So how do you deal with that?
Headbutt it.
Okay, it's closed.
I guess you want to break the door down?
I could try. I've always wanted to do that.
Hey, anyone want to break the door down? Or should we just jump through a window?
Air windows?
Window might be better.
Okay, your bedroom doors are open
Okay.
because none of you have ever gone inside them.
Right, go in. Are any of the windows open?
No.
Okay. We just jump through one.
Sure.
I follow suit.
Okay, the windows are not open.
Yeah,
So
Then they
you
break.
jump through.
Let me go first.
Argist,
Well, I mean-
roll.
Is there like a latch that locks them, or could we like lift them with our nose?
Can we just like
you might.
press our paws against?
You can try.
We'll try and open it. We'll
All
be
right.
civil.
You guys roll your dexterity.
The dexterity saving
We
throw.
got this, guys.
I've got a 6.
Oh, I got a 10.
Okay. So I'm already going to say, based on that roll, somebody breaks the window.
Oops.
You
Well-
basically, Copper
Wow.
tries to get his nose underneath, but instead what he does is he really hardcore headbutts this window. And the glass shatters. You take 4 damage. Did you
That's
guys
good.
heal back your damage, by the way?
I didn't take any damage.
Okay.
I took 3.
So yeah, you take some damage from the window.
That's fine.
You got a little bit of a cut on your brow, which on your human side, it looks like you just got blood trickling down the side of your
That's cool.
face. So you guys go out through the window. Glass shards everywhere. It's going to be fun.
I turn into human form and I run towards the church.
Okay. As you run towards the church, you see that a lot of people are, again, at the front entrance of the church, and Father Gavin is trying to tell people to be calm. And it seems as if the people are saying that Iris fell sick. She just collapsed in the market. I don't know what happened. But the crowd is again pushing to try and get in. Father Gavin says, please, everyone, go home. We'll take care of everything. It's going to be fine. Just pray and we'll be okay. Everything will be fine.
All right. Well, I guess we loiter around until the crowd dissipates and then try and go inside.
I okay, jump back. Oh, what are we gonna do if
Father
she
Gavin
dies?
actually spots you guys on the side of the building, and he kind of gestures like, please. And
Hey, quick question. What's the success rate of praying equaling a healed person?
I mean, there are always miracles. It happens all the time.
Okay, yeah, just wondering.
all the time.
So small percentage.
How many of your patients aren't dying like really quickly?
What?
About
one
how
of your
long-
patients has died. How long do they live for?
Usually it's about a week.
Yeah. They should be dead before she got to Sandy's.
Well, I guess we're taking Uther.
Oh my God! Use your cards.
Speaking of
Or
Uther,
what? The card?
Get a
Use the
healing
cards.
thing.
Oh, we can hope.
It works
Oh.
on poisonous plants. Why wouldn't it work on a sickness like
because
that?
it's a magical sickness. It might be too
It's a
advanced.
magical healing thing.
We could try. Yeah, you want to try and draw cards, Bark?
Yeah, I'll try to draw a card.
Or at least it might be able to extend her life.
A stasis crystal would be great right now.
Oh, we can go to that one place where we can just get free stuff. She lived that long?
Morning Suns? There might be something in the Morning Suns.
I draw one card. It is a 2 of clubs.
That's a weapon.
That doesn't do us any good.
you draw a dagger.
Okay.
All right. Well, Father Gavin, we may know a person who could help.
Well, speaking of Uther, I need you to go and find him. He's going to have to help me provide care in the back.
Oh, God.
Where is he?
I believe he might be going out to take care of the children. I don't know if he's returned yet or not. All of you can roll perceptions as well.
Okay. Well, with this being said, Father Gavin, there was an individual who is our benefactor who was able to hear me out here. Wait, I know you think you know where this is going. It's not. He was able to cure a similar type of illness before in the past.
Was?
In a manner of
On a
speaking.
much smaller scale.
Yeah. It's possible that if we take her to him that he would be able to heal her.
How are we going to take her to him?
Well, we'd only have to, find a boat and travel across the ocean and get to a mysterious island which has almost never before been seen.
That's right. We have to wait for
we have
bones.
no way to contact any of them?
Nope, unless anyone took the magic chalk.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure it's a negatory. And here we are.
Can I throw my magic frisbee across an ocean?
No. No. It has the average range of
Wait.
60 feet.
Guys, if we think Sandy is the literal Sandman, then couldn't we just sleep and dream for assistance and he should theoretically be able to hear us?
Or maybe we can talk to sand.
We should all get a pile of sand and bark at it, guys. We got this. We will channel him through sheer willpower.
At the very least,
That
we have to
makes sense.
try and do everything we can,
Let's
or
do
she's
it.
going to die.
I think traveling might be the best idea. Though the intense traveling might exacerbate her illness
I
and
feel
sickness.
like we should go to the Morning Stones first and see if there's anything there that can help.
All right. So, Father Gavin has asked you guys to go and see if you can find Uther.
Sure. Can we
All right.
sniff them?
We'll go get the grumpy guy.
10 perception. 24 cent perception to sniff. 24
Okay.
5.
cent perception.
17.
You catch, 21, 17.
I had a crit success on perception.
Out of the corner of all your eyes, like as you're looking at Father Gavin, you catch this whip-like object passing by the side of the building.
They chase it.
Is it the
They
chase
gas
it.
black?
But it doesn't smell like Uther.
They don't care. I chase it.
Spark, you know you know exactly what the scent is. It smells like one of those dream eaters.
Oh no, those weird Cthulhu monsters are back.
What?
Oh yeah, you guys haven't
Cthulhu
experienced those yet, by
monsters?
the way. In the game, the Dream Eaters are like weird little Cthulhu tentacle-faced things that literally eat people's dreams, and it's probably what's causing the nightmare fever. If we kill it, it might prevent the illness.
What? Nobody knew this before.
Oh, we did, but remember, our memories
we
were taken
forgot,
for 4
remember?
years, so we couldn't like actively fight them.
Okay, so you're telling me that to cure these people, all we have to do is kill the tentacle guys?
Theoretically,
Yes,
it could work, or
we should find them.
Yeah, we should still.
Let's kill it. Let's go.
All right.
Let's find.
I mean, I said I was
Uther
chasing
first.
after it as
Okay,
soon as I.
So Copper immediately takes off.
Okay.
In the middle of Father Gavin's just telling him to go find Uther. He takes off, and I know Spark, you said you were following after, right?
Yes,
All right, so Spark and Copper.
but trying to find where they are.
Okay, so you immediately charge after this, and you two follow suit, realizing that something might not be right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that the creature, you see its whip-like tendril again, pass through the building that you guys just left, the clergy house,
So it's
and
going
it goes
into
inside.
Guys, their doors. We jumped through the broken window.
Okay. It's
I
easy to
follow.
jump out a window because if there's a way out, like tables and leverage and stuff like that.
Right.
How are you getting back in?
Jumping.
The window is at
I'll roll acrobatics.
We're dogs. We can jump
At least.
pretty high.
3 feet off the ground.
Jump
Shoot,
off my
shoot.
back.
Yeah, we can use him as a jumping post.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Roll dexterity to avoid
Wait,
stepping
wait.
on glass.
Wait, real quick.
And you guys are going to roll
Wait,
your...
wait.
Yes.
You said it. Did it go through the walls?
Yes.
It may just be trying to use the building to dodge us. Someone should stay outside and go and to around the circumference to make sure it doesn't leave.
I'll stay out here.
We'll stay out because
I'll
we have
go
to jump one.
around.
Oh, she's saying she wants to stay out here though.
Because it might just go through the other side.
Well, yeah, that's
too.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll go around and he can
Two
stay
people
the
go
back
in.
to make sure
What?
it
Two people stay
doesn't-
out. Yeah. We'll just break another window if we need to get out.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay.
10.
Okay. You step on some glass and it does hurt your feet a little bit.
It's fine.
You take 1 damage.
I guess me and Sparkle go in. That way we keep a tank and a rogue together, or at least someone with some HP and a rogue together. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So me and Spark, I guess, are gonna jump in the building using him as a stepping stool kind of thing to jump in, and then they'll stay outside.
Okay. So you leap into the building and the scent of the smoldered fire fills your nostrils, and you both need to roll your perceptions again if you're going to try and find out where this thing went.
I use my perception smell for advantage, so 19.
24.
Copper quickly catches onto the scent and Spark moments thereafter, and you start sniffing the ground. And as you do, it leads you towards the fireplace and to the back leftmost room where the door is closed. And you realize it's Uther's room.
Oh no. I also bark to wake up.
You do not smell Uther in the building.
Ooh.
Can we roll to try and open the door with our paws or our mouth? Is
You
it a
can-
hand? Is it like a knob? Is this where evil
It's-
people live?
It's a handle.
Okay.
It's handle. Oh, okay. Whew.
It's locked.
Ooh. Hey. I have thieves' tools.
How does that work as a dog?
How do you lock pick a door as a
One
dog?
dog holds one of the picks.
My
and the
master
other
is a
one holds the-
blacksmith.
I turn into a bear. I go into barbarian rage and I break the door.
Okay. Roll
Much better than a key.
damage because doors have health.
Yeah. Do I have to roll to hit or no?
It's hand carved mahogany.
Right, but the connections to the doors wouldn't be.
Plus 4. So 28 plus strength both times. 36.
The door shatters. The hinges just rip off the wall and it collapses with a giant thud against the wood floor.
So much property damage.
Do I hear that? Oh my god.
And within the confines of this relatively small room, you see there's a bed that's pushed up against the back side of the room, a small bedside table, a desk filled with vials, papers, and other paraphernalia. But you also see on the floor a torn up piece of paper.
I go to investigate the paper.
Do I smell
Roll
the creature?
roll an investigation check.
Do I smell the creature?
You smell that the creature is in this room somewhere.
Oof. I roll a 6.
Can I tell as to where it is?
Both of you roll investigation.
Mine was a 6, so
14.
As you look around the room and sniff and search for this creature, you notice that there is a myriad of occult paraphernalia. Underneath of the bed, there is a circle. It seems to be made from blood. Looks like a star and other inscriptions written there. And as you cross around the room, you come across the dresser, which is on the side of the room, and you smell that something is inside of it. Something sinister, something tentacled.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna break the dresser.
Okay.
I can smell the tentacle.
All right.
I can smell the hentai from here. Yeah, I'm gonna shatter the dresser.
As you basically break open the dresser, you see 3 of the Dream Eaters pop out from behind you from the room, and one comes through one of the walls.
So it's 3 in total?
3 in total.
Okay.
Are surrounding you.
That's fine.
We're not really surrounding. They're kind of like in a half moon arch.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Please roll your initiative.
Yeah, 14. Would you guys attempt if you heard a giant bear,
I also rolled a 14.
Okay.
like howling? What is it when a bear makes a sound?
A growl.
Roar? Roar.
I always thought it was a roar.
Yeah. If you guys heard a bear roar and then the shattering of wood, do you think you would come inside?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
Why would anyone go towards
probably
the
would.
raging bear?
Because I'm the raging. Okay. Anyway,
We don't know you're the raging bear.
that's fair.
Hang on. Give me a second.
This is
Would you?
some real
Yeah.
brave
No,
names
for me,
in this.
Okay, if he's going in, would you go in?
Well,
Yeah.
she's running around, so she doesn't.
No, I mean, if I hear it, I can always jump through the other window.
You'd have to break the window first.
I
You'd
could.
also have to, like, jump
Try.
up.
Yeah.
Like 3 feet.
Well, 18, so I'd try.
Or you could just jump off his back and into it.
Okay, run back around and jump on his back and through the window and then
Okay,
through the door
so
and then into the hall.
Combat begins while she's trying to do this. Please roll your initiatives, guys, just to prepare. Please tell me what they are.
12.
11.
Mine was 14.
So the first Dream Eater comes up and it takes its tentacles and it tries to wrap it around your large bear body and is going to attempt to grapple you.
Yeah, how's that working for it? 20 for me.
It wraps its tentacles around you
Sure.
and it grabs on it and squeezes very tight. And then the other one approaches and takes its tentacle. Well, that didn't work very well. Takes its tentacle and it attempts to smack you with it.
Would that be considered a bludgeoning weapon?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I have resistance to it.
You have resistance to most things except magic.
Correct.
Okay. That one misses its attack.
Nice.
The tentacle just latches onto a little bit of fur and just brushes you like it's like tickling you.
Aw, that's cute. It's awfully petted me.
The other
Good bear.
the other one comes up and it takes its tentacle and it touches your forehead. What is your AC as a bear? 17?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It takes its tentacle and it touches against your forehead. Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I don't like those. 21.
You feel your mind being encroached upon. You feel this darkness kind of overwhelming your mind, but you resist it and you push back against it. That is their turn. It is now Spark's turn. Actually, no, Spark and Copper, you rolled the same thing, so you need to both
Yeah.
roll.
Ooh, let's go. Fight to the
Ooh,
death. Ooh,
okay.
Justin, what'd you get?
I rolled a 14 again.
Ooh. I think that's slightly better than a negative crit. So,
Okay, so I have the order written down correctly anyway. Okay, so Spark, it is your turn. Currently, all 3 of the Dream Eaters are surrounding and trying to attack.
a giant bear.
Yeah, trying to attack Spark. Listen, what keeps happening in your voice? It just keeps on changing.
What? Like I said, puberty.
They're attacking Copper.
I do incessant barking.
What does that do?
You have a bark that is hard to ignore, driving foes to distraction. Once per long rest, you can affect creatures within a 15 feet cube. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 2d8 damage and must immediately use its reaction. If available, to move as far as away as its speed allows from you. It doesn't move into obviously danger ground, such as fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
So your incessant barking does damage?
Correct.
Yes.
Sonic damage.
What is the save? DC. Oh my god. Who would give incessant barking damage? That makes no sense to me. But okay. All right. So the one that is grappling the bear maintains its grapple on you.
Nice.
Roll your damage for the spell.
Bjark.
It's 2d8, so roll your damage for that.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Nice.
The one that smacked you with the tentacle suddenly fades out of the plane that
Exciting.
you're on.
Nice. Yeah?
You can't see it anymore.
You sure? I
Yeah.
get that.
You okay?
Do they have 12 HP?
Metagaming question.
Can I roll a heal check to see if he was injured before disappearing?
You can.
So, wait, let me carry the 1. That'll be a 19 on my heal check.
You can tell that the creature did take damage, but that it seems that it's gone. It took damage, but it's gone.
Amazing.
Amazing. A heal
Amazing.
check. Told you that it's gone.
I wanted to know if it dissipated, if it died or not, Snow. Gosh. I don't know these weird voodoo, ethereal, physical, but mist creatures do.
Okay. So Spark, you have a move action left if you'd like to take it. Wouldn't that also affect you?
I guess I just move closer.
Does it specify all enemies?
No, it just said foes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. All right. So you just move a little bit closer inward into the tight space room. Got it. Okay. Copper, it is your turn.
So there's still 2 of them on me?
There are still 2
Okay, cool.
that you can see.
Awesome. Oh, I gotta read something real quick. Everyone's grappling me. It's in the same square, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna summon a giant moonbeam from the sky.
That provokes an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
Their roof.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
Gonna just have to shatter through it.
All right.
Okay. You take 10 damage
That's fine.
from a tentacle
Bludgeoning.
basically sucking against your face. Yes.
Bludgeon. Cool. So I take 5 damage.
I hate bears.
It's not bears. It's barbarian.
God.
I like bears.
That's why I'm a barbarian. Okay. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. Oh, that's radius, so it could cover 10 feet. So it would catch both of them if they're next to me. Centered around a point within range. Yada, yada, yada. Must make a successful Constitution saving throw. Edgewise, if it fails, it takes 2d10s of radiant damage, or half as much if it successfully saves.
Okay. What's the saving throw DC?
14. Oh, and because I'm a higher level, it's actually 3d10s. And the damage is 16, by the way.
The radiant damage pierces against their skin and they screech, and you actually feel the one grabbing onto you tighter and wrapping around your neck. After that, they take that damage. The one that is grappling you is going to
They're going to release me or
no,
cling
it's
harder?
gonna cling harder, so it's gonna maintain the grapple.
See, it's not going to enjoy that.
Why?
Because this beam persists.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
That's fine. We take those. 21.
You feel that darkness trying to come into your mind again, and you feel terror trying to seep in, but you resist it again. So the other one is going to, again, try and hit you with its tentacle.
Mhm.
It hits.
Ouchie.
You take 10 more damage.
Yeah, that's 5. Did you half that or no?
Yes.
You halved the 10?
Yes.
Okay. Taking 20?
Yes.
Woof.
It is now Spark's turn.
How close am I to these?
Do you have a ranged weapon, by the way?
I do. I have a bow.
They are hovering above the ground by about 2 feet.
Okay, so I attack with my short bow then?
Yeah, I would use a ranged weapon. That way you also don't have to enter the cylinder and saving throw against radiant damage.
That is a 26.
Dogs
Yes.
firing bow and arrows.
Okay.
Expertly firing.
Which one are you hitting? The one that is grappling him or the one that is...
Okay, the other one then?
So you would roll that at disadvantage since you were...
Don't attack that one. That one's fine.
It's 26.
Okay, it hits. Roll your damage.
12.
The arrow pierces through and goes like straight through and is hanging out of the other side of its face, but it still is hovering and it turns its attention towards you. It is your turn, Copper.
I'm going to use Primal Savagery.
Okay, what does that do?
Modifies my next natural attack, so my next bite attack should do 2d10s of damage.
You're grappled.
Correct. So I'm biting the one that's currently grappling me.
Yeah, roll a disadvantage.
20 to hit?
That's your disadvantage. What was the first
Correct.
roll? What was the lowest?
It was a 17 and a 15.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I'd like to know. You were able to bite. Please roll your damage.
17.
The other Dream Eater fades back in, and it actually is coming from around at the back of Spark, and it is going to swipe at you, Spark. It misses, and then the one that is currently was bitten down by Copper lets go, and it actually fades.
It would take damage on the top of its round.
What's the damage? You need to roll that.
No, it gets a will save against it, I'm pretty sure.
What was the save DC?
14.
Roll your damage for both.
Yeah.
So the light bears down on them again, and you can see that their bodies are actually a little bit fried from the light.
I like it.
But again, the one that was grappling you unattaches itself and fades. You get to roll an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
If
I like
you would
those.
like. as a reaction.
Oh, yes. I would love that right now. 19 to hit, or less, so 15 damage.
Okay. Bite, swipe. What do you do?
Bite.
Okay, describe it.
As he releases me from his grapple and attempts to dodge into the ethereal plane, I wheel around and my jaws clamp around his torso and I rip his ghostly form.
You can't really rip a ghostly form if it's not really ghostly at the time. But it tries to go ethereal, and you do bite into it. And as you do, you feel this goopy ooze kind of spray out from its body, and it kind of feels like dry, and as it crumbles at the same time, it's just like melts in your mouth.
What?
Tasty.
I'm sorry, it crumbles
And melts.
The inside of it's melting like blood, like the goopy stuff on the inside. So the melty part, the soft part, and the fried part on the outside, which is burnt and crusty and dry and dead. It died.
So imagine getting like a mouthful of blood, but also like ashy, sunburnt, peeling skin. Yeah.
Okay. The other one, which smacked you earlier, is going to try and hit you again.
Go for it, lad.
Okay, you take 6 damage.
Did you have that?
I thought your barbarian rage ended.
Yeah, it did. So I was making sure you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Really glad it did. Or I'm almost out of my bear form.
Yeah.
I only have 13 HP left as a bear.
Wow. Okay. The other one is actually going to bark. This one actually takes its tentacles and it actually swipes like both of them, like backhanding you on your head. And it is going to roll.
How do I feel like it crit? Oh, that's way too many dice for it to not have crit. Leave him alone. He's a frail boy.
I can't help this anymore. You take 17 damage, bludgeoning damage on the back of your head. And Spark, it is now your turn after getting beat on the back of the head by this thing.
So I have the one behind me. Do I still have one that's in front of me?
There is one that is right in front, Hopper, and then the one that is behind you.
It seems like the only thing I can do, like everything, because even if I switch out a weapon, that's going to also... Okay, I disengage.
Okay, so you take a disengage action and you move where? Do you move out of the room or do you move further into the room towards the window? Because the bed is on the side towards the window.
Probably further in, because I was probably near the door when I used my bow initially.
Okay, so you move further into the room, right over where the spell circle is, and you fire off your arrow.
That is a 12.
It misses.
Damn.
You go too long and you shoot just past and you actually see the arrow thud right into Iris's door. It is now Argist. Argist, you arrive.
I am Argist.
You arrive at the back of at the entrance of the room, and as you do, you see an arrow fly past your head and thunk against Iris's door.
Wait, wouldn't I be there first since I jumped on his back to get through the window?
You're there.
You have tiny legs. You couldn't cross the hallway fast enough.
Initiative. Initiative order.
It's the initiative order.
He's faster than you.
All right.
Because he's a big boy.
So, what do I see?
In front of you, you see that there is this medium-sized creature that is hovering about 2 feet off the ground, probably about at the height of your head. You can see that it has like this one has like one eye in the center of its head, and then it has like this beak, and hanging off its body are these like tendril-like tentacles.
Ugwin, is this your cousin, a one-eyed floating medium creature?
What? No.
I just gotta ask. The similarities are astounding.
You can see that it has like this drool coming out of its mouth, and it looks very mangled. You see like these veins pulsating underneath of its skin, which is like a very thin membrane. And it's got like this grayish hue to its
I'll leap at
body.
it.
All right.
Bite into it.
Roll to hit.
18, 16.
Okay. So snap.
Snap.
Okay, you hit. Please roll your damage.
Oh, the fun part. 18.
So you snap at it, and you actually manage to grab one of its tentacles, and you actually rip one off.
Nice.
And you have it in your mouth, and you're shaking around, tibia in hand.
New chew toy.
Okay, so now Throdo comes running in, her little legs scampering about, and she comes running underneath of Argus' big legs.
And I bite the thing I see with tentacles.
Okay, you see the same thing. Please roll to hit.
You get a sneak attack on that? She's flanking.
Oh, yeah. She
Yeah.
came underneath me, like...
Yeah.
Oh, that was...
Yeah.
Awesome.
So roll at advantage.
For you would be a +4 plus your 11, so 15.
Okay.
It hits. Roll your damage.
17.
You grab onto one of its base tentacles where it's bleeding, and you rip out a little bit more, and it starts to bleed a little bit more from that spot. The Dream Eater that you bit turns and it takes one of tentacles and it tries to backhand you or back tentacle you. What is your AC?
13.
It hits. You take 8 damage as it smacks you across the face and you kind of get knocked back a little bit. Copper, the one that is in front of you, is going to try and hit you once again.
I can go for it.
Yeah. Die.
Okay.
If it stays in my moonbeam, I'm...
It hit.
That's a lot of dice you just rolled there.
48 damage.
Oh, my character.
21 damage.
Juicy. I revert back to dog form, that's for sure. You said 21?
21 damage. How much health do you have?
42 remaining.
Okay. You're fine.
I'm actually fine.
Why are you such a whiny baby?
I'm not. I'm going to turn into a bear next round anyways.
Then he'll get all his health back.
See,
Basically.
their turn. Spark, it is your turn.
I continue to attack whatever is in front of me.
There are 2 in front of you now because there's the one that is in front of Copper and the one that is now in front of Argus. And technically in front of you.
Yeah, I'll attack the second one.
The one that is in front of Argus?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a hit, please.
I crit.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Double damage? Well, then 12.
So the arrow lodges itself right in its eye and it screeches out, but it starts to lash out randomly.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Quentin, you don't need to turn into anything. Just hit the dang thing. Literally, just hit it.
Strike it.
Strike me down.
Pick up your wooden stick and hit it.
Fine. Primal savagery, and then I go in to bite it. 22 hit.
Yes, it hits. Roll your damage.
15 damage.
What do you do?
A bite. So
Okay.
I would, after having been debilitated and knocked out of my bestial shape, I lunge up from the ground once more, a beagle, and I pounce and I bite right on its clavicle.
It doesn't have clavicles.
Well, the shoulder area.
Technically, it does. It's like a
Torso.
floating blob with the tentacles. So you just bite its round, bulbous body.
Correct.
And as you do, it falls limp in your mouth, and the blood trickles down into your throat.
Delicious.
Very important.
And
Roll
you
a Constitution
become
saving
it,
throw.
and tentacles like sprout from your body
17?
You feel fine for now.
Yeah, see, I feel fine.
for now.
No, I feel fine.
Now the long-term effects of the poison.
Ooh.
I feel fine.
Eating creatures from the infernal plane. It is now Argus's turn.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, Argus, it's your turn.
All right.
Get him.
The one in front of you is flailing about wildly. What the hell?
That's what I imagine it would sound like when it flails about wildly with tentacles.
What?
I'm gonna jump up and bite it again.
I'm gonna beat you,
It
sir.
almost sounds kind of cute.
It's not. It's not cute at all.
Don't worry. You'll want to beat him later.
Closer to this than that.
Can I roll the hit?
Roll the hit, please.
Hold it.
Before I
God.
beat this man,
Ba-da-da, 17.
please roll your damage.
Got him, Peter.
I'm not even gonna do the second roll on that one. Okay. Math.
Quick math.
18.
How would you like to do this?
Jumping up and I'll bite its tentacles both times. Just like try to slash off all of its tentacles with my mouth.
So you use your razor sharp fangs as it swirls about, and you just grab its tentacles and you rip them off and as you fling its body and smash it against the wall. And now you have a myriad of 12 tentacles in your mouth.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
I'll drop them in a pile.
Souvenirs.
I don't think they'll keep well.
Congratulations, guys. You beat the combat.
We did it.
Let's go.
And we got dinner, too.
I wouldn't eat that.
Chemicals, not blood.
But as you guys walk in the room, you do see all the goopy green blood in the room, but you also see everything that they saw as well.
Okay.
The torn up piece of paper on the floor.
I go look at the paper.
Should we go get Gavin? He might not like the demons being summoned in his clergy house.
I'll go
Shut
get him.
up.
Me and Argus are going to get Gavin.
Okay, so you two go off out the window.
Yeah, we'll grab tentacle
Yeah.
in mouth, each of us, for proof.
No, absolutely not. No, let's not.
I'm grabbing a tentacle.
Okay,
Copper, put
Huh?
it down. We're not walking through the village with you. Put it down.
Oh, my human form will have it in its hand.
It's still weird.
You don't like octopus tentacles?
as you're standing there with it in your mouth, you see it just kind of dripping the green goop on the floor.
That's fine. We'll take it aside.
It's gonna trail. Oh,
What if it disappears if we don't take it?
he'll believe us.
I would rather have evidence. It speaks for itself.
Actually, it's dead. It really can't speak.
I'm taking it with me.
Okay, so Copper drags along this tentacle in his mouth as the blood drips behind it on the floor, and you go out through the window that you broke in through, and you trail this blood through the room, all the way up the chest, out the window, and as you make your way over, you find Father Gavin at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, R.A. Throtto looks at the piece of paper on the ground, and you see that it's a drawing, and it kind of looks like it's torn up into a lot of pieces, so you can try and put it back together if you'd like.
I
Okay.
do.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you can do stuff.
16.
You piece back together the picture, and you see that it looks like it's a torn up picture of Iris.
What?
It looks like a torn up.
Why?
It looks like a torn up picture of Iris.
What if?
Why did he tear it up?
What if he's upset because she was thinking about leaving him?
What
Then
if?
he's crazy.
What if?
Should go with her.
What if he summoned these demons to kill her because he couldn't
He's
have
the
her?
evil one.
Ooh, plot twist. Would have
And
never
we
seen it
have
coming.
to kill him and we still have nothing. And the world's going to end.
Oh well.
Good game though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Screw your campaign, Snow.
We'll let the whole place burn.
Oh,
I love
jeez.
fire.
It's our world. We can do what we want.
So, Copper and Argus are... actually, Spark, what are you doing?
I'm following. I have no idea I have no idea what to do in this situation.
Okay, so currently we have Copper who's dragging along one of the tentacles with blood trailing behind it. Argus, who was insistent that he did not bring it along, but he wants to go tell the priest. Do you want to do that, or do you want to look in the room a little bit longer to see if there's anything else?
I think I'm going to look in the room. I like looting.
Okay.
Loot the room.
What else is there?
Well, there is the...
Are you stealing from him? This is someone's property, you know.
No!
You
I'm
see...
looking around.
Please roll your perception checks.
Oof, I crit fail.
Okay. And you can roll an investigation if you're going to look a little bit closer. Perception is just like a general overview.
I got a 20 on investigation.
18.
RA, what Throtto sees as she's going around the room looking, digging through different drawers, you see that there are different letters and papers on the desk that are written in a foreign kind of script. You see that there are different magic spells spread out.
Anything sketchy looking?
A lot of it looks sketchy. There's like a lot of the occult paraphernalia around, like I was describing earlier.
Like things that would summon creepy little tentacle dudes?
You see under the bed that there is a circle with a pentagram design and spell markings on it. It smells like it's made from blood.
What kind of blood?
You can
Do I recognize the scent?
you can
as
roll a
someone?
knowledge nature check or a nature check.
Dog blood.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Orc blood.
He really doesn't like dogs, to be fair.
The blood of his parents. He's gonna necromance them back to
16.
life.
You can tell that it looks like human blood.
He could have cut his own wrists to make
Oh,
blood
he's
for the
half
pentagram.
Human, so wouldn't it smell kind of like orc humanish, not just human? It'd smell weird. Smell different.
It could have been bloodletting the cadavers.
Now, Spark, you're seeing a lot of the same stuff. The cadavers.
What? The dead people.
Yeah,
Well,
the
yeah.
people that died of the sickness.
Yeah,
He
what-
could have been draining their blood to make pentagrams to summon demons.
Interesting.
To make more dead people? To make more pentagrams?
Make more demons!
So, Spark, you see a lot of the same stuff. You see that some of the letters on the table are written to Iris. You see a number of going through the broken chest. You see some of his clothes. You see that there is a wand in there. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, what? We're fine.
Would you want to bring that to the table?
Yeah,
Teacher
he said
wants
a
to read your
wand
note.
score. I said, too bad you're not there. Anyways, you couldn't steal it because you're lawful good.
I can steal it though.
But you don't see it.
Ah.
You didn't roll investigation. You rolled a general perception.
So I can't.
Wah, wah.
Well, didn't you say I went through everything anyway though?
I said you said you were looking around to see what you could take. He's doing more of an investigation to do more of a thorough check.
Is there two?
He's not really looking to take things. He's looking to see what he can see.
Yeah. Can we read any of the letters at all?
You can try.
Can I try to read some of the letters?
Sure. You see that some of the letters are written like really awkward confessions of love.
Oh, no.
Never sent, I hope.
They're very innocent. They're very innocent. Like somebody who doesn't know how to express their feelings, but you see actually a number of them are crumpled up on the floor as well.
Oh, he's trying. Okay. like RL awkward or like
Cleed.
No, like it's some of them are really way too sweet, and other ones are like, "Yo, I like you, I love you."
that's terrible.
No, I'm kidding. But
Yo, brother.
Okay, this kid needs help, guys. We have
Yo,
to-
brother,
we have
you sexy. Let's
stuff
get
to
it on.
work through.
Jeez.
You
Iris,
also
I've
Spark.
loved you.
you do find that
Ever
there
since the
is
very start.
you do find that there is a journal hidden among the
I
clothing.
take the journal.
What you
What's in the
got
journal?
there? What's in it?
You use your nose and flip it open.
Do I get to see? Can I see?
You can see that Spark has been rummaging through the shards of wood and has pulled out a journal.
Spark. What is it?
I investigate it.
You flip it open and you start to read it, and you can see here that it looks like he's writing down things about things that have bothered him, how there have been just these torturous nightmares that he's had about his childhood, missing his family, and that in the last journal entry it says, "I found him."
Oh, God.
No. Oh God.
Who's him?
So,
Nice.
over to Argus
Right.
and Copper.
Real quick, out of game, Ugin. I just had a thought. What
Yeah.
if, right?
What if?
Secretly was the priest the whole time.
Oh.
No.
Could be.
But that priest
Could
is so
be.
nice.
He-
That doesn't make any
That's a
sense.
good front. Well, because think about, did he
He doesn't do
draw
any
the
magic.
pentagram under his bed?
That's not the priest's room.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But would, realistically, Uther do that to hide it, or
Wait,
did someone else put it there to hide it from
do
him?
that anyway? Wouldn't he have had to like
Move the bed.
Move the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why wouldn't
To hide
anyone
it.
do that?
Anyways, so yeah. Okay. Yep, we're dragging a tentacle into the temple.
Into the temple. All right. You guys enter through.
Please tell me it's the middle of mass.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
It's still like morning time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys
What about
woke up.
morning mass?
Yeah.
Listen.
8 a.m. mass, 12 p.m. mass.
Okay, no, there's too many
5
masses.
p.m.
We're not going
mass.
to make them have so many masses.
It
Too much
sounded
mass.
like you were having them have like 2 or 3 a day.
He had in the evening. He was preparing for evening mass.
Okay.
He's literally a priest. That's what he
Okay.
does for a living.
Father Gavin! Father Gavin!
You got something in your mouth.
boy.
Oh.
Gavo! I let out a harrowing howl.
You guys get to the front steps of the church, and Copper begins to howl as a human. And Father Gavin, you see him at the top on the second floor. You see one of the windows curtain peels back. He looks out, and you see him, and he closes the window. He comes downstairs, opens the door. He says, "What are you doing? Come in. What is that in your mouth?"
Well, I think Uther may have been summoning demons.
What?
You just clergy quarters? After you. Go to his room.
He looks a little disturbed, and he's like, "Oh, all right." So he goes before you,
Yeah.
and heads back to the clergy house, and
Right.
he opens the door, and you see he walks in, and he looks and he sees your window.
The demons did that. Do you see the trail of blood? It was big, messy fight. But just go to his room. You'll see worse.
He
Oh
can
yeah, by the
actually-
way, sorry about the collateral damage.
He sees the arrow sticking out of Iris's door. Oh dear.
There were 3 of them. Big, scary.
And he starts to approach the room, and you guys hear the footsteps and like the crunching of glass and all this other stuff. And he approaches in and he looks around the room. What in the blazes? Oh, the holies. Ah,
Oh, hi, priest, father.
Don't worry, we take care of the demon things.
Yeah, don't mind the
They're-
blood and
they're dead.
tentacles. And
They're dead.
maybe the pentagram. Maybe mine.
Yeah, the blood panic. Yeah.
He pauses and he looks very concerned, and he looks like he's mulling things over and isn't sure of what to do. I honestly don't know.
We have his journal.
Shut up. Oh, it's the time. Okay.
He comes over and he reaches down and picks up the journal. I don't like going through my staff stuff. But he flips open the last page and he looks at it and he closes it. I think we might need to get the town guard involved.
Terrible idea. He's a super powerful wizard. What are the guards going to do?
I mean, he doesn't seem that powerful, or else he would have actually done something.
Shots fired.
Pretty weak. Yeah,
He
honestly.
has all those magic books. He was summoning weird tentacle things.
Right, but that was a ritual which he had time to prepare for. If we get a jump on him, I don't really think he could do
know.
much. Did you see him in the owlbear fight? He almost got one.
What should
I mean, I was dying.
Oh, yeah, no. He
I
almost did
didn't-
one swat of an owlbear and he almost died.
He should be returning soon.
It might
So-
not be him. Someone could have set it up while he was
yeah, but we
gone.
should at least take him into custody to question him.
Exactly. Even if it isn't him, just in
And-
case.
You would know him best. You've lived with him for like 4 years. Do you think it was him?
I honestly don't know. This is some pretty damning stuff in here.
Sure, but that doesn't mean it was him.
That's why we should question him.
Right.
Let's go talk to the town guard.
Actually, Father Gavin instructs you to have them come back to the church to wait for Uther.
Did we
You're
leave
pretty
some people?
quick to.
Let's leave 2 people here and 2 people quickly fetch the town guard. And we go and do so.
It doesn't take you long to fetch the town guard. Uther comes back about midday, and he actually looks a little worried as he's coming back. He sees the guards waiting at the front with Father Gavin and all of you. And he runs up and he says, "How's Iris? I heard she was sick." And the guards grab him. It's like, what are you doing? "My lad, I need you to go with them for now. We'll clear this all up. You just have to go with them." And he starts to push back and be like, "No, let me go. I need to see Iris. Please, let me go." And the guards start to lead him away. And he's struggling to get away from them as they pull him towards the jail. And that is where we'll end. Yay! Good job, guys.
We did it.
You did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Alan thinks we imprisoned the wrong person.
I do. I'm convinced now.
I mean, that's fine, but like,
because he was so quick to damn him, even though that there's a bunch of magic there, but we don't actually know what it does. And he cares a lot about Iris. There's a pretty good chance that he wouldn't endanger that, right?
We'll find out next episode of Odd Doggies, episode 4. See you
Is
next
it?
week.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Odd Doggies. If you've enjoyed it, please consider leaving us a rating and a review on iTunes, Podchaser, or wherever you listen to your podcast, and share us with your friends. And if you want to join us in our Discord and hang out with us, because we all would love to see you and chat with our fans. So thank you guys so much for listening. And we were joined today again by Justin. So take it away.
I'm Justin from Lit Gaming Arena, and you can check us out at litgamingarena.com or lga.gg. And we are a video game podcast, and we are starting season 2. And by the time this episode is out, that should be in progress. So check us out. It'd be awesome.
All right. Thanks so much, Justin. And thank you guys. See ya. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.